Hello everybody, my name is Nicholas. I am Catelynn Baltierra's little brother from Team MOG. For the past 14 years, my family has been sharing our journey to the public eye. I want to tell you a story that goes far behind the MTV cameras. Growing up in the public eye alongside my sister Catelynn has been an awesome experience, and it has given us a platform to share our lives with you guys. I would like to say I remember how it all began, but I really don't. I was 2 years old and my sister was 16, and I literally have no memory of starting the show whatsoever. But throughout the years, we have had the privilege to share our journey with millions of you guys all around the world, which is absolutely crazy to me. Here I am today, telling you guys my personal story, my experiences with MTV. While the show has been a significant part of my life, I've also been trying to focus on paving my own path. I've been embracing my dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber, and so I really hope you guys can stay with me for the ride. Being a 2-year-old, being on, having a bunch of cameras follow me around, I really don't remember much. My fondest memory is probably being like 7 or 8, sitting down getting a letter from Butch, and that's literally the only thing I can remember about MTV from that, and I'm gonna tell you guys from that beginning all the way to now. Oh, being 8 years old, having cameras following you around is kind of crazy. I mean, like, it is really crazy. Imagine being 8 years old and having up to 4 cameras following you. You're following your sister around, and you're following your sister around because you just love her. Really wasn't on the show that much. I mean, in the early years, I was on it for maybe like a couple seasons because Catelynn lived with us, so I was always there. When she moved out, I was barely ever featured, man. I was rarely seen, as the articles call it. I'd make several appearances here and there, like at Nova's gender reveal party, Catelynn's wedding.
What's the matter?
Hell, even going as far as telling my sex life to millions of you guys as a 14-year-old.
That happens, I can promise you that.
I was having sex at 14.
Okay, well, I'm not you, Catelynn.
No.
So here I am, a little 14-year-old, just got a girlfriend. We've been dating for around 3 months. My mom gets a text message from our producer. He's saying, Nick has a girlfriend, well, we would love for him to talk about his sex life. I was like, just give Lorraine my number and we will talk from there. So we talked for around 2 days, begging me to talk about my sex life, something I did not want to do. And she was telling me like, hey, your story will be able to help other teens out there and make them maybe think to not have children and all this stuff. I was like, oh. But we're on a show called Teen Mom, and if they're watching Teen Mom, then they know the struggles. You know what I'm saying. So eventually, I just agreed to it, and that's when everything happened. Here I am talking about my sex life on television, a huge TV show, a huge franchise, something I never thought I would do. That was pretty weird for me. I was very uncomfortable doing it, but whatever. It's what the show wanted. It's what the people wanted, I guess. So I did it. Since then, I've been rarely. I don't think I've ever been seen on camera again. So that's kind of sad. A lot of you guys have been asking me all over social media, what's it like growing up behind the scenes? And literally, it's kind of cool and kind of not cool. So you can never talk when they're filming if you're not a part of the actual segment itself. You can literally not talk. You can't say a goddamn thing. Trust me, if you do, they will reshoot the whole thing. The thing I always get is the show fake? No. And if you want to find out more about the show, go into this part right here and you can see me answer questions that you guys asked. So I mean, yeah, I've had ups and downs on the show, but I've had a lot more ups than I have downs. I used to get bullied all the time, but I got over that. Ended up leaving school and starting homeschool. I've been homeschooled ever since. I'm actually graduating pretty soon, so I'm super excited about that. Trying to start up a new brand. I'm trying to be someone else other than Catelynn's little brother from Teen Mom. I want to be known as someone completely different. I want to be able to have my own community leeching off my sister. Felt like for my whole life I've been living in someone else's shadow, and that's not something I want to do. I want to be my own person. I want to be me. And so I've started making videos with my mom here on YouTube. I've given her loads of money for YouTube videos, and some of you, pretty much all of you, well, not all of you, some of you guys say it's fake, but it's not fake, dude. I literally have proof of me going to banks and just withdrawing it, and like, my mom is the most amazing person. She has changed so much over the years, and she has done so much better herself, and I'm so proud of her. That woman is my freaking everything, guys. I love her more than words can even describe. I might say I'm even a mama's boy. I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. So some of you guys are gonna be like, what's that on your arm? Is that fake? Well, let me show you. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is Heisenberg. And no, it's real. It's real. It don't come off. It's real. Why did I get Heisenberg tattooed on me? Nick, you're gonna regret that. Actually, I got Heisenberg tattooed on me because that's me and my mom's favorite show. We love Breaking Bad, so we each got one. I got one here. She's got one on her foot. So, really not much else more to say. Just I want to start building my own brand, and I want to become someone else other than Catelyn's little brother from Team MOG. So I really hope you guys can stay with me for this journey into becoming a full-time YouTuber. And if you guys do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe, that helps out tremendously. And now, let's get to the questions. I asked you guys to ask some questions on my TikTok and on my Instagram, and you guys freaking did it. So let's answer some of these. Amber Flynn says, whatever happened to Butch? Gee whiz. Good question. Last I heard, he was living in Texas and he was delivering pizzas. Marcus says, do you ever get recognized a lot? No. I've been recognized twice. We were at Cedar Point one time, and the whole family was, and Kate and Ty were doing a ride, and it was just me and my mom. We were waiting for them to get out. Some chick comes by, and she's like, oh my god, you're April! And my mom was like, yeah, hi, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, the chick, whatever, they just talked. And the chick was like, the only reason I knew it was you was because of him. And he pointed to me, and I was like, oh my god, little 9-year-old Nick felt so good about himself. So no, I don't get recognized a lot. Only like once or twice. You know. Sprinkles says, is there gonna be a season 2? Yes, they're filming. I'm not gonna be a part of it, but yes, they are filming. Kid Behind a Camera says, is that show real, or is it fake like a lot of those YouTube channels? So the show is 100% real. Let me say 90% real. So basically, we'll all be in a room together, and there'll be cameras and all this stuff, and our producer will give us something to talk about, something that goes along with the storyline. So let's say I'm sitting here, my mom's sitting here, and Catelyn's sitting here, and we have nothing to talk about. We're just talking about our life. Like, Catelyn's like, oh, I fed the birds today. Nothing interesting that will go along with the show. Our producer will be like, well, have you heard from Butch? And April, how does that feel? And Nick, how do you feel about that situation? And then we talk about that, and then that leads sometimes into arguments, which they love, and sometimes it leads to nothing, just like a normal conversation. So it is real. It's not scripted. All of our is real, but you know, we do have some stuff to push onto us. Christy said, I remember when you were just a kid, how real is Teen Mom? Like I said, Teen Mom is like 90% real. I mean, you know, all of our reactions are real. It's just like subjects get brought up so we can talk about them. Tommy said, what do you most love to do? Talking to my friends, man. I love being there for everybody because, you know, I've never really had people there for me, so I just love being able to be there for everybody. I help everybody out as much as I possibly can, and, you know, I love being there for people. That's my main thing. Alright guys, well that's all the time we have for questions. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe, that'd be very much appreciated. And make sure you guys do turn on the post notifications because I have an awesome prank coming on my mom pretty soon, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Alright, peace!